there's been a lot of buzz over the last few weeks about strange sounds being heard in the atmosphere. People around the world and here at home have reported hearing some bizarre noises.
My name's Bryan Willis, but people call me Wheeler.
All right, Mr. Wheeler, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Normal guy, I guess. Small town. Grew up with a town about 1,100 people. Everybody knew everything, so you just kind of grew up that. Played football.
Heard around the world the last few weeks has people buzzing, especially on YouTube. Clips posted from Arizona to England and right next door in Manitoba, all showing folks alarmed by what sounds like a noise straight out of a science fiction.
It was a normal day, really. Talked to mom, seeing the grandparents. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just driving to work, and I don't know, it just, you can hear static on the radio. Something was a little different, it was a little off. I don't know, you didn't really pay attention to it too much. You just kind of, went about your day. You just kept changing channel, played MP3, no big deal, but something, if I would have known then, something was going on.
Just before folks in BB rang in the new year, many witnessed an uncanny resemblance to the Hitchcock movie, The Birds.
Well, as something, what do you mean? Are we talking paranormal? Are we talking...
There was, I can't really explain it. There was weird things were happening. Birds were falling out of the sky, and then there was a weird electrical storm, and then it was just one thing after another. It would rain for 2 seconds and stop, then rain and stop, and then it just was one thing after another.
They've happened here and across the country, mysterious booming noises that for the most part have gone unexplained.
I had to go pick up some milk, and I go walk in there, and this gorgeous girl, man. And of course, me being a guy thinking I'm gonna hook up with her or whatever, I clean myself up, I try to press myself thinking I'm going to go do a one-liner, and of course never talk to her. But I seen her off in the distance, and it was just strange because she just kept staring at this mirror. Those mirrors that are in grocery stores or shopping marts or whatever they have in the corner, so you can see a 360 view. And she was just looking directly at it. She just didn't move. She was completely still. And I stayed in that aisle forever and just watched her, and I couldn't ever get what she was doing. I didn't know what she was looking at, so I started looking, and it was just the weirdest thing. But I just kind of went about my day about it and checked out, and she was still there when I left.
And that's when it happened.
No one seems to know what is causing these weird booms. Not police, not scientists, not even the military.
Yeah, I remember going out to my car, and it was the most intense sound I've ever heard in my life. You can feel it in your bones. It was one of those, it scared the living hell out of me. And couldn't really figure out what it was. It almost sounded heavenish, like it was a horn, but it wasn't. But it was muffled. But you just didn't know what. There was nothing around that could make that sound.
Is there any way you could demonstrate it or just kind of give us an idea of what?
I guess the best way I can relate it to is it had like this loud ooh, like not even that, but it was just so loud, but the vibration shook everything. All the glass blew out of all the cars, the windows in the supermarket, everything. And out of nowhere, it's just this huge bright light, and that's when it happened. It was I don't even know it. it became surreal. It was maybe a dream. But everybody just was looking up, and I remember looking straight up, and you seen this object, this thing that you couldn't understand what it was, but you knew what it was, but you just really didn't want to believe this is really happening. And that's when I seen, thank you. That's when I seen the girl walk out, and that's
Sorry, just take your time.
the people started turning on each other, and I seen this woman, this mother of two, take her children and snap their necks, run over to another person and stab him right in the chest. And this other guy was bashing his own head in. I couldn't believe it. But in all of the midst of that, I don't know what it was. It just, something just kept making me just look at her. And she could just walk in the middle of it. She just stood there staring at me. And I probably, at that moment, knew I was going to die.
How did you get out of it?
To this day, I have no idea. I want to say it was somebody looking out for me. But she started walking towards me. And of course, scrambling for my keys, and car wouldn't start. So I just kind of started saying my prayers. The moment I realized something was wrong, and I could see her standing there, she started walking towards me, and I don't know the feeling you want to say, if it's anxiety or if you're just, you're about to die, but that's the feeling you get. This is it. And she came up to me, and her eyes, but for some reason I just felt calm. I felt it was okay.
Where is she now?
That I ask myself that every day. How is it possible that one person is standing in front of you and the next minute they're gone?